Hey guys, this is Peter, and if you like saving money, you've come to the right spot. I'm a cord cutter, and that's what we've been looking at for some time. Different ways to get entertainment into our house, one of which is the internet. Now, my favorite way to get the internet is through 5G. I think it's finally the best last mile solution, and boy, I hope they can finally tear down all those wires that pollute all the neighborhood skylines, because this is such a better way to get the internet. Now, T-Mobile has been pretty aggressive with their pricing. Started out at $50 when I signed up. I think I even was able to get down to 40, but now you can even get 30 if you have qualifying plans. But I'm happy with where I'm at. The service has been phenomenal. It has been unlimited. However, one of the problems that has enabled or disabled people being able to use it has to be available in your area. So go up here and click check availability. If it's not available yet, sign up, because you're going to want to get a hold of it when it is available, because it is that great. So the other thing is, even though people were available and they sent them a unit, they weren't able to get a good enough signal because the gateway is actually inside your house. Now, on my channel, we've done all sorts of things, including adding professional antennas to the unit and bringing those outside. But that had its own kind of thing. There was the cost of the different antennas and the wiring that you needed to run to the antennas. Signal loss concerns and cost of the wires and the antennas made it kind of expensive. But there are some new gateways coming out. And what if we could continue to pay T-Mobile for the wonderful service that we're getting, but just free it from this type of gateway device and bring our own device? There are some good gateways coming out, and I showed a few the other day. Here's one. This is from Yecom, and I like this one a lot. It is on Prime Day today, last day. So go ahead and get it and save 120 bucks. That's fantastic. Yecom also makes this one, which I reviewed, and yes, I know how to do with this one as well. I like this one better because it goes outside. It's powered over Ethernet. I can move it around by 320 feet, so on a long tether. So it's really great. This one will take 2 SIM cards. Not sure why I need 2, but I love the fact that it has that capability. But mostly I like the fact that, just like the T-Mobile unit, it does aggregate 2 frequencies and gets me the best performance possible. Hey, this did take a tremendous amount of effort to try again, because there are so many different pieces that we had to make sure we're working with the handshake to make it look like this unit. So this did take a lot of effort. Hey, do me a favor, and if you're going to Prime Day, go to my page and click this little button. I'll put a link down below as well. But also, I have a PayPal button. A lot of people go, I have questions. I need to contact you. There's no better way than leaving a tip in the tip jar, and you can type a question in there. That is an excellent way as well. But I'm going to show you exactly how to get this done. There are some ways that you can get this done, and all the information came from T-Mobile. So none of it has been, this isn't really cloak and dagger or a kind of a sorcerer's binding or anything like that. It's simply just understanding what we're looking at. And here's what we're looking at. When you have a SIM card, what's on there? All right, so I'm moving a SIM card from one device to another. Well, there's some unique identifiers, of course, that's why I'm moving it. Location, there's even a phone number. But there's also some key IDs, like an ICC ID. And what that is that lets you know what country it's in, it lets you know the home network that you're supposed to be on, and your unique identification number. So what we're going to need is that information when we're moving from one to another. Most specifically, the network. So a lot of people have tried, they said, I moved the SIM over and it doesn't work. Well, you probably had the wrong APN. So I was able to go to T-Mobile's site, 192.168.1.1. That's the gateway for this before I unplugged it. And you can go ahead and search on there, and you will find that the APN that you're supposed to connect to for home internet is not fast.tmobile.com. No, it is actually fdd.home. So I'll show you all of that. And once we put in that information, switch the SIM, there were 3 pieces I needed. I needed the IMEI for this unit, which is on the bottom sticker. Thank you for putting it there. I was also able to find it on the phone app. But here, I go to this, which I made. This is the other key piece. The gateway identifier that T-Mobile uses, 192.168.12.1. So I made sure that my new gateway, there it is, logged in much the same. Now I also logged in with admin privileges, super admin privileges, and I went ahead and set up the network settings, mobile network, advanced settings, and here you go. Here's where I put in my APN. I put in standard default stuff, just like I had before, working for, this is my hotspot SIM. Remember I said it was 2 SIMs? I did put it on using SIM 2 only, but to make double sure, I took the SIM card out. It was neat having 2 SIMs in there, but I'm running off just the 1 SIM, network, advanced settings, and here, this is what I put for SIM 2. FBB.home, none, and IPv4/v6, and then NR5G/LTE, just like I had up above. This works for hotspot cards. This works for the home internet card. If you log in as admin with admin privileges, and I put my IMEI number. The IMEI number came off the bottom of the can. So there we go. And then I went ahead and picked my channels. I turned off N71 because I am perfect candidate for N41. But then I can also pick the different bands that I want. 2, 4, 5, 12, 66, and 71. Those are T-Mobile's bands. I turned off 71. I turned off all the slow stuff because I'm not an XR candidate. If you were an XR candidate, which means extended range, then you would probably want to turn on N71, 5, 12, and 71 again, and then see what kind of signal you get. You're going to have to play with it if you're at a really long distance. I'm less than 2 miles away from the tower, so I get great scores. Oh, that's a good thing to get to. Look up here, we're getting the bars. The bars will show you part of the story. The bars will show you what kind of signal strength you're getting on the signal you're receiving. But what signals are you receiving? Here we're going to go to System, Information, Mobile Information. I get a lot of good information in here, including my ICC ID, which I'm going to hide. But I can see that I'm getting bands 41. That's my 5G. But 66 and 2, those are the best. It's going to aggregate them together. And here's the real story. Regardless of what the speed says, people go, how do I double my speed? Can I get faster? It's going to depend on your tower and that thing called backhaul and how much information is getting to that tower for them to share. Then it's also going to depend on how congested that tower is at the time and the amount that you can get. But here's the true story. These numbers, these 3 numbers right here, and I'm going to pull up a little page that'll tell us what's what. Reference signal received power. I'm getting 83 right now. That is in the very good range. I mean, that's closer to negative 80 than it is to negative 90. So that's pretty good. Oh, it just changed, 86. So that's in the solid good range. Reference signal received quality. Negative 3 is up here. It's excellent. That's really good. And signal to noise above 20. So I'm getting excellent, excellent, and good. So can I do better? No, this is pretty much going to be about it. So this is, did want also to show you, I'm bringing this into my house and then straight into my router. My router's right here, 192.168.1.1. I logged out last time here, 1.1. I recently did a review on this. I really like this router. This one is a mesh system. A mesh system allows you to have basically 2 access points. They communicate to each other wirelessly. They have a third band that they communicate on. And I'm able to cover the entire house and blanket everything. Right now it says there's 22 devices attached. And here they are. So I'm running my whole house here. So I got my Roku and my doorbells and cameras and echoes and all sorts of my son's computer, printers. Really nice because no matter where anybody is, there's no more dead spots in my house. I did look this up to see if it was on Prime Day. It is not. Again, do me a favor. Go here, click this button. It'll bring you to Prime Day, and anything you get from here will help me out. But here's the stuff that I found. This is a great deal. 120 bucks off. This is a great deal. That is, let's see, 30 and 7. That's 100 bucks off almost. Yeah, it's more than 100 bucks off. That's nice. And then I did say, I love my Tablo. One thing that's great about over-the-air reception, this is a TV tuner, and this one's currently 50 bucks off at with a coupon, so it gets you to 99 bucks. If you're going to buy one of those, hey, it helps out my channel. Thank you so much. That really helps me out. But look, this is my whole network now. It's fed by T-Mobile. It's using this gateway. I've been delighted with it. Oh, let's see. It's been up for a number of hours. System information here. I've had it up for 22 hours. That's when I moved it. But no, it's absolutely working. Everything works great. But hey, if T-Mobile wanted to force the issue, they could. They could say, because we can see right here, they can tell what physical cell I'm at. And that's the one that I used. That's my physical location at the time of activation. They could lock it to that cell if they wanted to. They could make sure that they could pick any other number and make sure that it be something else. So if they wanted to, they could keep you from doing it. But I hear they're not interested in that. I am a paying customer. I'm happy to pay the money. I just wanted a better signal. And now I've got it. So there you go, guys. Hey, oh, I got to do a speed test for you because we talked about a speed test. Let's go ahead and do it. It was funny. I was running this earlier and I was getting scores that were lower than I expected. Ping a 20. That's not half bad. Get me up into threes. This is time of day. So this is why I don't like doing this because, hey, someone else got 10 megabits faster. If I really wanted to impress you, I would do this at like 11 o'clock at night or 3 o'clock in the morning. It would just be off the chart. But this is pretty darn good. This is so much better. Look at that up speed. Hey, you can use your cloud accounts, whether you have Microsoft Cloud or whether you pay for Google. I actually pay for both of those. And I take my my files that I'm working on in my documents folder, stuff that I've scanned in, and I push them up to the cloud. If I ever have a crash, I'm going to be able to get it back. There you go, guys. This has been a lot of fun, and this is a really great product. If you're going to take advantage of Prime Day on any of these, remember, click my button. I appreciate it. If you have any questions or you need me to contact you and work on your special problem, the PayPal button is an excellent way to do it. Anyway, guys, hey, thanks so much for watching. And please sure to give this thumbs up because a lot of people have been looking for this. This is something that a lot of people want to do. Hopefully, T-Mobile is going to be gracious enough to allow us to do it because I don't know why they wouldn't. We're paying for their service. We're not getting away with anything. I was already unlimited. I was already aggregating 2 bands. In fact, I was getting slightly better speeds with 2 professional antennas, but I couldn't really put them wherever I wanted. And this is going to solve a problem for so many people. I know a lot of people are down in a basement and they need to get good coverage. Well, guess what? You can just run an Ethernet cord. 328 feet, that's the length of a football field. Literally, 100 meters is 100 yards. That's the length of a football field. You could be down in the basement and run it up to the roof. It's, 6 stories up. It's going to work. Does that work? Yeah, probably. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.